it's Jenny from the Missouri Star Quilt Company. I happened to be touring a quilt shop and I was noticing this quilt that was amazing looking, but it looked really difficult, and I started looking at it, really looking at it, and I thought, oh my gosh, we could do this with pre-cuts. So I thought I'd show you in this tutorial. This is the quilt I made right here, and this is actually made with the Strawberry Hill, but I've made it in some other things to show you. But basically, this looks hard. It looks like it's a lot of work. And all it is a Scrappy 4-patch block and an X's and O's block. Now, I happened to make this one with scraps from another quilt I was working on. And so I had no idea to tell you guys how much fabric that you would need for this. So I thought what I'd do is I'd take a jelly roll and see what I could get out of it. So I did this one here. I used these Timeless Treasures batiks. This is how their jelly rolls come. They're flat like this, and I just think these are gorgeous colors. So I wanted to show you. I don't even have the border on yet because I'm just so excited. I can't take that long to show you another trick. So this is that Timeless Treasures with the batik. Is that not gorgeous or what? Now this is one jelly roll. And it also takes a couple of yards of fabric to make your X block. So you need this background flat fabric and your jelly roll. So let me show you how we did this, because this is just going to blow you away. It's so fun. So in a former tutorial, you can look it up, we did a Scrappy 4-patch, which is where you sew all your little charm packs together to get a 4-patch, just like this. And so basically what we're doing is we're gonna put together a 4-patch like this. And here's one we've sewn together. And then because when you finish up a 4-patch, it's only 4.5, that's all it measures. So your background square needs to be 4.5. And I also did a tutorial earlier on the X's and O block. So I have here the beginnings of the X's and O block, and remember it's just a square, and you're going to sew your 2 little squares that are half the size on the corners, and we're going to trim these off, and we're going to press them. And we're just going to, when we trim them, I just like to scissor trim them. It's just faster for me. And we'll leave a little bit of about 1/4 of an inch there on the edge. And I'm going to lay them up here. Okay, so then we're just going to set these, and then we're going to slide them open. So your block virtually remains the same size, and this is how you make the X's and O quilt, but we're just going to use this X block. And so you're going to, your background fabric, if you use a charm pack, will be 4.5 inches. And remember, with the X's and O block, what we're going to do is we sew together the fabric to the fabric, or the solid to the solid and the print to the print. And you do that wherever you sew them together, and it makes this X block like this. So then you have your Scrappy 4-patch paired up with your X block. And this is going to be your whole quilt. That's the whole thing. So here is another one that's sewn together, this X block, and then this Scrappy 4-patch right here. So you can see how it makes where the block peeks out along the sides and the top, because this will be, you know, up here, it'll be on the sides and the top. And so what you'll do when you put your rows together is you're just going to do every other block, Scrappy 4-patch and an X's and O, and Scrappy 4-patch and X's and O. And that's really all you do. Now when you want to do the border out here to finish off your little peaks, this is the same X block, except instead of putting the squares on both corners, you only put them on one. And what that does is it just finishes those peaks to make these square out on both sides. So how easy is that? It's just quick and it's fun. And we hope you enjoyed this tutorial from the Missouri Star Quilt Company.